Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Monday Kick in the Pants. Angela Fallon here, bringing you a gentle push each week to help you level up in your life, fill you with a dose of Monday motivation, and provide tips to accelerate your career, your success in life, and all of the above. All right. So this week I have something kind of short for you all. Oh, I meant to start with Happy Easter. I hope you guys had a happy Easter. We had a lovely day spending time with like friends and family. I almost said family. It's because we are family, friends and family. We have friends that are like family. But I hope you guys had a great weekend. And I wanted to do just kind of a quick Monday kick in the pants this week. And it's based on some conversations I've had lately with multiple coaching clients where many of them don't know what they want to do next, or they're kind of in like a pivot, so to speak. You know, they've been doing something, but they feel like they've kind of hit like a glass ceiling or a brick wall and don't feel like they can move forward any further where they're at. And how should they pivot? One of the first things I recommend people is to go look at Strength Finders 2.0. My dear friend, Alicia Wish, friend and coach, bestie, she's the one that recommended this book to me. And that y'all know I love Audible, right? If you buy the book on Audible, you get an email that sends you the link to go do the assessment for what your strengths are. They tell you what your top 5 strengths are. If you buy the actual physical book, it has the code in the book for you to buy to go do the online assessment. It's kind of like a personality assessment, kind of like Myers-Briggs, DISC assessment, things like that. And it really talks about, it kind of shares with you what your strengths are. And the beautiful thing about that book, just really quickly, is that it focuses on, you should focus on enhancing your strengths as opposed to trying to fix your weaknesses. Why would you spend time on the things that you know you're already not the best at to make those excellent, as opposed to making your strengths even more excellent and identifying where your weaknesses are, just to know where the potholes are and how to avoid them. So the beautiful thing about Strength Finders, though, is that you get this printout. Actually, I had mine here just a minute ago. I should have had it ready for me. So mine is right here, my top 5 strengths. It's Gallup Strengths Insight Guide that you'll get, and it tells you what your top 5 strengths are. I think they're fascinating. The more of these kinds of things you do too, the more they kind of like correlate around the same type of answers. And then how it really does, it really does, not say identify who you are, but really, it explains kind of how you think, and why you do things the way you do. But I love Clifton Strengths, the Gallup Clifton Strengths Finder quiz that you take, and then you get this little handy dandy top 5 list of what really sets you apart. Like, what do you do best? And I think that's what people really need to know. Talking to a friend, a really good family friend this weekend, and she's been in the service industry for a really long time. And she's like, I feel like I need to do something different. But every time I take like a quiz or whatever that says, what should I do based on what I do well? She's like, they all say, customer service or something like that. And I'm like, well, that's what you already do. And she's like, I know, but I can't be on my feet forever, waiting tables or even being in management. So I'm like, well, there's other things you can do and still do, customer service. There's a lot of customer service that's completely online. But my point is, if you're feeling stuck and you really don't know where to pivot, it's a great place to start. It may even just make you feel more validated about why you do certain things and what your superpowers are. That's what I really think this list is for me, is what are Angela Fallon's superpowers? One of them on here is relator, and I am absolutely a relator. I love getting to know people, and I love getting to know what the things we are that have in common, and not domino on them. I don't know why I'm struggling with words, y'all. I really think it's premenopause. For the guys that watch this, I'm really sorry. But it's almost like pregnant brain, but I know we're not pregnant. It's no longer that time or season in our life. We've got teenagers. But anyways, relationships are huge to me, but like small, intimate relationships are my favorite. I have friends that I've had for 20, 30 years or longer. And I cherish those relationships, and we cannot see each other for like 3 or 4 years and then grab coffee and we pick up right where we left off. And I love that type of relationship. I build relationships with customers really well, just for that same reason. I find something that we have in common, and it's usually their end goal. We both want what they want. My goal is to make sure that that customer gets what they need, and it's usually securing their freedom somehow. But anyways, I love reading these things because it validates how I do things and why I do things. And one of them on my top 5 also is significance. And some people think that means like I want to be number one, I want to be the princess, I want to be whatever. And there's some of that in me. There is, let's be honest. But the significance piece is actually more of what I'm doing has to have purpose, or I'm not going to do it. What gets me out of bed in the morning, that we support the warfighter, my company, that gets me out of bed in the morning. And what it means to me and my family, my husband, who's retired Air Force, my kids who, I want them to have a free country as well. It gets me out of bed in the morning. So that significance is really important to me. So I'm not surprised that it's on my top 5. But then you can actually look at these things and then you can go look at other reports where it says, hey, with these things, what would you be good at? What types of roles should you go attract, or what types of roles should you go after? So I hope that's helpful for you all. Strength Finders 2.0, go check out the book. Highly recommend it. And, it may not fix all of your woes, but it may give you another thing to think about. Maybe that's something I didn't even think about with the strengths that I have. All right. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was valuable to you. Don't forget that if you're looking for a community where other people are leveling up and helping others level up, go check out our group, Clarity Mastermind. I don't have our next event on the schedule yet. I will share that with you guys next week. Okay. And just a quick reminder that if you're feeling overwhelmed or behind, you're not. You're right where you're supposed to be. You're in the right place, and it's the right time. All right. You guys have a great Monday and a great week. Happy Easter.